This is The Wire for 2230 Zulu, January 9th, 2024. Precedence is routine. Information cutoff is 2130. Bottom line up front. Civil conflict begins in Ecuador. Secretary of Defense Austin continues hospitalization. Beginning with international events. In South America, in Ecuador, President Noboa has declared a national state of emergency following cartel hostilities. Fighting broke out this morning following reports that the leader of the Los Choneros cartel, Adolfo Macias Villamar, has escaped prison. Combat has broken out in many locations throughout Ecuador as cartel gunmen launch assaults on civilian centers with the apparent goal of taking hostages. So far, fighting has been reported in Guayaquil, Cuenca, Ambato, and several other cities. An assault was launched on the television studio in Guayaquil with gunmen taking the studio anchors hostage on live television. Explosions were reported in the vicinity of Fort Huancavilca in Guayaquil as military forces began mobilizing to retake strategic locations throughout Ecuador's largest city. In Cuenca, prisoners at the Torre prison overpowered guards and have been holding them hostage for several hours. Several videos have been posted by cartel-affiliated social media accounts confirming the execution of some hostages. On the home front in Washington, D.C., Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin's hospitalization continues, with few details regarding his current condition. However, Pentagon officials have stated that Austin was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, which was the origin of the initial medical treatment. According to the latest version of the story told by Pentagon officials, this illness mandated elective surgery, which resulted in complications and Austin's subsequent hospitalization. Analyst comments for this wire. As the statements by defense officials continue to change between press briefings and have contained outright lies, it is hard to believe any details currently being stated by the Pentagon. It is also unclear as to whom is currently carrying out the duties of Secretary of Defense. As Austin is still hospitalized and has not been visually seen by the public since the beginning of this incident, coupled with the tone of Pentagon statements indicating the handover of duties to his deputy being a temporary action, it is possible that Austin still retains the duties of Secretary of Defense. This concludes The Wire for 2230 Zulu, January 9th, 2024.